majors.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ground ball foul down the left side.
First pitch, 6 o'clock.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Batting second.
Digging in, Nico Horner. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a ground ball to third. Bends down and he barehands it. Got him. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, and you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Maddie, we've seen some good baseball in the first two games of this set and expect another close one here. Both of the first two games decided by one run.
You know, D-Roll, when you get in these series like this, when one run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Ready with the 0-2. Horner stands at first with one out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 1-1 home. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Cubs strand 1. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Greg Maddux is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
Turner.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called for strike 2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here's another 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the second baseman, Mookie Betts.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
0-2.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Still no score. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
Anthony Rizzo.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Rizzo. A native Floridian, has been enjoying a monstrous season to this point, and so far the fans are rewarding him with a ton of all-star consideration. He leads all first basemen in the National League coming into today.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the all-star game right now.
Kyle Schwarber started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Peterson on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. Striding into the box, Steven Souza, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Souza Jr.
And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
No score here as we play inning number 2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Digging in, Cody Bellinger. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bellinger, an imposing left-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Next up is Max Muncy, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Ball outside.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. And right into the shift. Scooped up on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 6.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Albert Almora.
Number 5, Albert.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You want to be aggressive, but man, these guys are swinging at everything.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Almora with an even count, 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Bellinger fields cleanly.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Greg Maddux stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Ready with the 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Fouled off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
But the runner's back easily. A runner at first with no outs here. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. From the belt, the pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Now in the box, Kike Hernandez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. So stepping in, Austin Barnes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Now here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side.
And he fouls this one off.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Clayton Kershaw.
In now, Clayton Kershaw. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Lifted down the line in left. Long run for the left fielder, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 home. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Nico Horner.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Kershaw now on 1-1.
Ball 2. 2-1. Ball, that's out.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Three and 2.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Hernandez is there, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 40.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Popped him up. Betts has a play. And that retires the side. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Here's Corey
the
Seager.
shortstop,
He
Corey
offers at it and hits it in the air to left.
Schwarber will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter,
Here's Mookie Betts,
the
0
second
for
baseman,
1 after he took a look at
Mookie
strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
1-1 the
strike.
count now. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one.
He's out.
On to
He's
Rizzo,
out.
and it's a double play. Side retired. Dodgers go down quietly. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
number 44.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Back to work now is
No ball.
Kershaw as he
One
jumps
strike.
ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. One and one, the
1-1.
count to the Cubs' first baseman.
1-1.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Peterson on the run. He takes the
Run,
turn
run,
and
run.
heads for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Kyle.
When you play in this park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber, as Kershaw will get the
0-1.
upper hand here with strike 1. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late swing there on the
0-2.
changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And that's swung on and missed. So good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
Into the box, Steven Souza.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, here's the pitch. And he looks
No
like
ball.
he's
He's
toying
strike.
with him here. It's 0-2. That
No,
misses.
that's a
1-2.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
From the stretch. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Oh and 2. Here it is. Line to the right side, but foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
He has to be greedy working the outside of this strike zone. He cannot allow this guy to get back in this count, especially with the pitcher on deck.
The set and the 1-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The 1-2 pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. Halfway home. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
For the Dodgers,
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
No ball.
Not an
1 strike.
easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ball.
And there's ball 1.
1 ball. 1 strike. Ball.
Fastball, close, but he didn't get it.
2-1.
2-1. And the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
now batting.
Ready now,
The
Max
first
Muncy.
baseman.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Muncy.
First pitch on its way. Now a big
0-1.
fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more.
That's a ball. 1 and 2.
And
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Jock Peterson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Dodgers down in order. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Greg Maddux.
Number 31, Greg.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Nope, that's
2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. From the belt, the pitch. Chopped on the ground to first. Reined in to second for 1. Over to Muncy, and they double him up.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the second baseman, Nico Horner. And here's a ball hit in the air. Muncy in foul ground, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
One and one, here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Full count still. And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. He's set, and the pitch.
That's off the corner.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. One and one, the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Here's the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Stepping up to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Kike Hernandez.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Clayton Kershaw will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Behind 0-2 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber.
He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Turner has it. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Steven Souza. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to send him packing again. 2 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Giving chase is Bellinger. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Justin Turner. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat.
Turner.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Here it comes on 1-1.
No, that's low.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number
1
5.
gone now in the LA 7th, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
So now to the plate, Mookie Betts. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Here's down in order. Still no score.
Leading off for the Cubs.
So here's Albert Almora next. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder. and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Blake Trinan is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 49, Blake Trinan. The pitcher, number 31, Greg Maddux.
Standing in now, Greg Maddux. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Oh.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2?
He's
to
out.
second for 1.
You're
on
out.
to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose the game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout, as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th.
The first baseman.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way.
Yes.
Now the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Fouled away.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Almora. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We are still scoreless. Stepping into the box, Nico Horner. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Nico Horner.
He's set. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's the 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Oh. Okay.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Count still full, 3-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Liner towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
0-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
The 1-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Hit back toward the mound. He's got it. There's one. Back to first, a double play, and we stay tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. So at the plate, Kike Hernandez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
At the plate, Austin Barnes. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
And it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. To second for one. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
Matt Beatty will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 45, Matt Beatty.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Two out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup with the 0-2. Hard liner to center field. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. And the 2-out base hit will bring in Justin Turner to bat next.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman.
At the plate, Justin Turner. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Souza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for L.A. Still no score. Ross Stripling takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 68, Ross Stripling.
We are into extra innings, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And this throw gets away from him. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1-0.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Grounder down the line at third.
Bravo.
But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
At the plate now, Steven Souza, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Jason Hayward will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 22, Jason Hayward.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. One and one. One and one. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy.
Oh, look at Turner. Touché, sir. Cubs strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Kyle Ryan comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Kyle Ryan.
Ready once again, Corey Seager in his career against this pitcher. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Ryan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Ryan is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Popped up. Rizzo shading to his right, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. He was a ground out victim last time up. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. The pitch to 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Dodgers down in order. We are still scoreless. 11th inning set to get underway, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Liner towards second. And that'll get through into right, so there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Baez rounds third and is striding for home. The tag, and he's safe. They've taken the lead. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roll. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Swing and a line drive, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases, and this will get all the way to the wall now. He pulls into second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
First delivery to him on the way. Anthony Rizzo comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Swing and a miss on
One
the
ball,
sinker, a
one
ball and a
strike.
strike.
Here it comes on 1-1. Comes with a slider there as it's lifted down the line in left. Peterson is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Cubs lead this one 2-0.
Leading up for the Dodgers.
Set now for the bottom of the
The first
11th.
baseman,
And here comes the first baseman, Max Muncy. Alec Mills takes the mound in a save situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side and right into the shift. Fielded cleanly, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jock Peterson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Popped him up. Bryant is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder,
Digging in and
number
looking for
50,
more, Kike Hernandez. He singled his last time up.
Hernandez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Kyle Ryan claims the win out of the pen, his first. Alec Mills earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Dodgers, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000.